All right.
Who's screaming, man?
It's your house.
No,
nobody's
your
screaming
house.
here.
Yeah, I think he's coming back.
That's why, George, we didn't make any promises, bro. You and your distractions, it's hard.
I'm going to close that fucking door.
I can't wait for
It's not my fault we spoke about it. It's not my
And
fault
you know
we
what?
spoke about a jam for the hour we were supposed to have quiet time.
It adds character because it's just that.
Yeah.
I should stop after this 8th beer, huh?
Yeah, but
8 beers for real?
I'm going to go like, yeah.
For real though, 8 beers? So that's fucking 1,200 calories.
he knows it by heart.
They don't count today, huh?
Yeah,
Well,
that's
they
a lot
fucking
of
didn't
count,
know.
bro. Ask your friends if they count.
Over 40
Ask your
degrees.
friends if they count.
Over 40 degrees Celsius, calories don't count.
George, it's the math. You don't know that.
Over 40 degrees doesn't count. Friday night doesn't count. Saturday and Sunday doesn't count. Monday through Thursday only.
Monday through Thursday, we care.
Yeah. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Just Us Dads. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for joining yet another Dadversation. George and Chris are here as usual. Before we get started, let me remind you all, and we did announce it in case you didn't follow, we officially have a blog. It's available on our website, justusdads.ca. Go and check it out. Our first blog was talking about screen time and how to manage that with your kids. Chris wrote that. I think there's a lot of value in that. So if you have a couple minutes to read something, go ahead and read that. And while you're on the website, let me remind you again that we have a nice section called swag. You can go there and buy a bunch of shirts and other different accessories. Essentially you can support the podcast. So we'll be very grateful for that. Welcome aboard the podcast, guys. How's it going?
Hot.
Chris is at his 8th beer. So
No, I never said that. It's my first.
Now officially, once we
it's officially my first. Yeah, it's my first.
It's the first one after the 7th. The last 7th. It's the first one after the 7th. It's a beautiful day outside, man. We're having amazing weather. Honestly, we were saying just before we went on live that it's so frustrating that my pool is broken, man. Honestly,
yeah. Like I don't want to sound ungrateful, but it's too hot. It kind of ruins it.
You think so? I don't complain about heat, honestly, because I complain a lot about snow and the cold weather. I'm a crybaby. I complain like a bitch, honestly, when it's cold. I can't stand it.
I remember your front steps lower.
Full of snow. Fuck it. I'm not cleaning that.
I almost died a few times.
So yeah, I complain so much during winter that summertime, I really don't care. You know what I mean?
No, I believe there's that magic number between humidity and temperature. It has to be just right.
You know where it's right? In Greece.
In Greece. There you go. That's where I was going.
Just the perfect. And look, maybe it exists somewhere else, and we haven't traveled to that place yet. But
LA's like that.
Man,
like that.
it's so amazing. It's like an enjoyable 35 degrees.
Yeah.
Like almost zero humidity, nice and dry. You can be outside all day and not get affected by the heat.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by that perfect balance.
Yeah.
Here, there's just too much humidity, man.
Oh, it's crazy. You know,
when things feel like 45 degrees, that's a lot of humidity. It's not even pleasant anymore.
When you can barely breathe, it's no good.
Yeah. The air has too much density.
We're talking about that with my wife, actually. We're driving and obviously the windows are closed. You have the AC blasting in the car. And at some point, we open the windows and I'm like, you know what I miss right now, man? Driving in Greece, from one beach to another, and you have the windows down and you can feel that hot weather, but it's not the hot weather that bothers you, right? Like you want to have the windows down and you want to kind of feel that warmth, right? And I just missed it, man. I saw myself just driving along the shore somewhere on some island. God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And George, even more so, man, because you were there last year. You're probably thinking, fuck, last summer I was there. I had all of that.
I was literally there. What are we today, the 8th?
Yeah.
No, I think we're the 9th.
Today, yeah, we are the 9th here. You're right.
Yeah, I landed the 8th last year. So yeah, exactly a year ago today.
Exactly
I was on my second day. Yeah.
No.
Exactly a year ago. God.
Next year, guys. Next year.
Yeah, man, let's do it next year. Yeah, man. Who's on board?
I'd love to say yes. When I run it by some people before I say yes.
Listen, you're going to Greece. You know that it's always going to be okay. You know, you're always going to get the confirmation. Greece next summer, sure. You know,
the food, the weather, everything.
I got
the
to tell you,
scenery. It's everything.
I got to tell you though. I mean, I have a thought for all those people that had booked their trips this summer, and they got screwed with everything happening, and they're just stuck here in Montreal thinking, "Fuck, I could."
Oh, a lot of people are going. My uncle is still going.
Is he?
Yeah.
They're accepting flights from Canada.
People still travel, man.
No, of course they still travel. It's just that you go there. If you follow the rules, you got to stay in your hotel room or wherever you're staying for a good 2 weeks, right? You have to isolate. I don't think anybody's respecting
it. Would be exactly. It would be interesting to see how many people follow that rule.
I doubt anyone is, but I don't know, man. People. I think summer came in. Summer came rolling in, and I just feel that people have just forgotten about everything we just went through. It's as if it's gone, right? Look at the U.S. They're spiking again. The numbers are spiking. The news came out yesterday about some bars in Montreal and in the South Shore here where people were just animals, man. You know what I mean? The government actually came out today and announced crazy measures. The bars have to close at midnight. People have to leave by 1 a.m. I mean, come on, man. It's summertime. We've been stuck in our houses for 4 months. People just want to go out, find some sort of normalcy again. And here you come putting up all these measures. I mean, the restaurateurs, they suffered enough as it is. And now you're coming up, closing their shop at midnight. And again, I understand at some point you have to, be responsible too, right? I mean, take the necessary steps to make sure that you don't have any idiots coming in and causing trouble for everyone else, So I kind of understand what the government did, but at the same time, I just feel for these restaurateurs, man. Like, it's enough. I mean, they've suffered enough. Like they've incurred so much loss, and now when they see the light at the end of the tunnel, the government comes out and shuts them down after midnight. Yeah. Man, it's so.
How about the mask after July 27th? It's going to be mandatory everywhere.
Mandatory in public, yeah.
That's another one.
Look, I don't know if I'm totally against that. Like, I understand. Look, the thing is, how serious are people taking this deconfinement? You know what I mean? And we said that earlier on, in some other podcasts, that my fear early on was as soon as these measures are in place to deconfine, and especially with summer coming, people were just going to go crazy thinking that we're done. And this is the most dangerous part right now, right? Where you think all over and everything risks coming back, right? And everyone, in any case, is projecting a second wave. So,
and I think people know it. I think people are conscious of it. It's just they're so fed up that they're willing to take the risk. Like
they have no more discipline.
I was at the park watching my kid play soccer, and people are shaking hands. Some people are hugging each other. Everyone's standing close to each other. It's like the parks were full. Because you've been in your house for 3-4 months, you feel like, look, it's enough. Okay, we get it, it's fine. And then look, the minute that the ban is lifted, man, people are like, okay, it's over, it's done. You know what I mean? And especially if you've seen a couple people, like I go to my cousin's house. Of course, we stay outdoors, so obviously there's the distancing thing. But at some point, it's like you start getting more and more accustomed to being around people, and you kind of forget. Like someone's gonna come next to you, hey, you're gonna fist bump them, or you're gonna give them a little tap. Like you're not so, or pull one of these.
Yeah, the elbow thing.
The elbow's pretty stupid because that's where you cough or sneeze.
Yeah, you cough in your elbow. Yeah, exactly.
You go here. So I don't know if this is a good one, but
I'm not sure you're right.
I've seen people do it.
We're gonna start bumping hip to hip.
You back up, bro, ass to ass. So yeah, people, I think they're just losing their that mindfulness, right? The
discipline. They're not. They don't want to be disciplined anymore.
Yeah.
It's like when you've been dieting for 15 months, and then
Yeah, you lost the weight that you want to lose. You're like, I'm fine now.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I can eat a couple Big Macs, right?
It's okay. Yeah, exactly.
before you know, you're right where you left off.
Yeah,
everything comes back. You know, like how many people gained back all the weight during this time, man?
I don't know one. I don't know any.
No one. Everyone is doing fine, right?
No one like that on this podcast.
I actually know a person who lost weight without trying. Just lost their appetite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but they were already skinny, so I'm like, it doesn't count.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It doesn't count.
But that could be a disease, though, right? Like she could be sick, or he could be sick.
No, it's just lack of activity, loss of appetite.
Because the doctor, when you go to the doctor, one of the first things he asks is, have you lost any weight, like suddenly, or loss of appetite?
Yeah, sudden loss of the weight loss. Yeah, that's big numbers. That's
one of those things where that's the first.
It's a flag.
Like,
yeah.
It's the first flag. Yeah.
No, look, I'm happy because I've kept it within boundaries, right? So last week I gained everything back from what I was before I started the fasting, but this week I'm already down 5 pounds. So you know, what I mean, I'm glad I'm within that window, because had I gone over, then I'd be like, fuck, you know.
There's a new trend now.
What?
Well, it's called the Fruitarian Diet.
Fruitarian, man. There's all these new things, man.
And this is there's a lot of people there's a lot of people saying that we're not omnivores, we're not carnivores, we're actually frugivores.
What is that?
This is new. It's eating fruit. So it's like this new this new trend, and there's always science to back it up, right? There's science to back it up.
Say it again. Fruitarian.
A fruitarian is somebody who just eats fruits, and a body that is made, or a species that is made to just eat fruits, is a frugivore.
Frugivore.
Yeah.
Isn't that too much sugar intake, though?
Exactly.
Yeah, but you know, they say it's good sugar. You can metabolize the sugar quick.
Yeah,
it's good energy. There's always a science to back something up, right? But I'm just saying that's the new trend. So
what if you do it from I don't know, from 1 year old till you're 30, you're not going to have health problems?
I don't know. I haven't looked into it. It's just interesting because I was talking to a guy who's lost a lot of weight that looked very, very good, and I asked him what he was doing, and
fruit shakes.
No, a lot of fruits. A lot of fruits. I think it was like 80% fruit, 20% vegetables, and 10% protein, and the carbs combined.
First time I hear that.
Yeah. But I'm just saying it's gonna get popular very, very soon. This is the new thing.
I just feel like there's a new thing every 5 months, every 6 months.
Yeah. But it doesn't just because you're eating certain things doesn't mean you're eating healthy, right? Or just because you're avoiding certain things doesn't mean you're eating healthy.
Yeah.
Like I think that's a problem the vegans are going to get into right now, because you can be vegan and you can have chips, beer, and fries, and you're vegan.
That's right.
Yeah.
Cheese pizza, you're vegan, but
no, cheese pizza is vegetarian, but vegan is what you said: fries, beer, and whatever.
Yeah, fries, beer, the cheese, obviously, that's out. But you can eat very badly and be a vegan. And if you're a vegan and you're not getting those, if you're not satiated by what you eat, you're eventually going to start having the beers, the chips, you know. So it depends. We'll see. I'll let you know. To be continued.
I don't know. Honestly.
Well, I was just saying, you know, it's could be the next thing.
I don't even know what to say, honestly.
Yeah.
The thing is, everybody's looking for a way to make the challenge easier, because it's such a friggin' challenge, man. Forget losing weight. Just trying not to gain weight is a massive challenge. You have to really work on that before even getting to losing weight.
Yeah.
So people come up with things that make it less boring, less tough, because fruit is delicious, so you can keep eating it. You're somewhat happy while you're doing it, versus eating something that's completely fucking tasteless.
Yeah, fast results, minimum effort.
Well, minimize the effort.
Yeah,
minimize the struggle. Minimize the struggle. It's not about the effort.
Yeah.
Effort is effort.
Yeah, I don't know. I agree with you. I think the toughest thing to do is just to discipline yourself and to just make it like an everyday habit, right? Where you need to get up and exercise the same way that, and we've said it before, the same way that
You have to deprogram everything you did as a child.
Yeah. Like the same way you wake up every morning and you're almost programmed to go to the bathroom, brush your teeth, put on deodorant. You know what I mean? Like you very rarely forget.
Is that the order you always do it in? Or what?
I pee first, then brush your teeth, deodorant. So the bathroom section is taken care of, and then you go back and get dressed.
And then you take a dump later, not right away.
I don't know, man. I'm not a morning dumper.
Guys,
morning dumper.
Is that what it's called? A morning dump person? Yeah, I'm not there.
I didn't really want to know, but I want to see if you're actually going to talk about it.
I go often, but I never go in the morning. I don't think I've ever gone in the morning.
I know.
My eyes open, I go straight. Like, I could be still asleep. My eyes just straight. Radar. I'm looking for a hole.
I know a lot of guys that have to in the morning, man. It's like it's like their body is like you gotta.
There could be a murderer at the door. I gotta tell him, hold on. I gotta go.
Give me 5 minutes.
You don't want to kill me while I'm doing this. Let me finish.
Man.
No, I'm not there, man. And I don't think I ever was. I wake up. I obviously have to pee. It's like the first thing. And then once that is done, you wash your face, brush your teeth, deodorant, and it's almost automatic. So why can't training just become like that? Where you just naturally get up at 6 a.m. or whatever it is. You train, shower, get ready, start your day kind of thing. Like, why can't I do that?
Taking a piss and brushing your teeth is easy and training is hard. That's why.
No, but look, it's not that it's easy. It's just that you've been programmed that you got to brush your teeth when you wake up. How many guys don't brush their teeth?
Jogging for half an hour to sweat your balls off is equivalent to...
Yeah. Never mind the effort, just the time, man. One takes 5 minutes, the other one takes an hour.
You gotta wake up an hour early to schedule it.
But I'm talking about mentally, how it's just in your brain that you're in the bathroom in the morning, automatically you're brushing your teeth and you're putting on deodorant before you head to the bedroom and get dressed or whatever. You know what I mean?
The trick for what you're describing, that's worked for me. It's not everybody's the same. It starts off by really needing it or wanting it, incorporating it, getting results, which keep you in the game. And from there on, it's up to you to keep it in your life, in your life. Because the moment you take a break, it's so hard to go back in. You have to kick your ass. And every time you take a break, it's a little harder to go back. And it's a little harder.
Yeah, of course.
So it's once you have that momentum, don't pull out. Because once you pull out, you're going to go back to old habits. They always reappear. It's guaranteed. For me, and I'm from what I hear from Chris, it's the same.
And the habits are seductive.
Yeah, man.
The old habits come in and they just seduce you back to your old ways. It's so easy. It's so easy.
Especially now, hot weather, beers.
That's what's crazy about me, man. Like, I'll do it. I'll work hard. Like last week, I trained 3 times at the gym, like pounding the bag, everything. I was sweating.
Oh, you're back at the gym?
Yeah. But look what happens. I went 3 times, sweat, perfect, great workout. I felt good. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to have a beer. No, I'm not going to eat this. I'm not going to eat that. Then I had a little barbecue and I had like 16 beers.
It's over. 16 beers.
All it took is I just put
was a chicken wing.
All it took is exactly. I just lit the barbecue and it was like, okay, I need to have 16 beers now.
Because we always fall into patterns.
That's it. The old patterns, man. They just reappear and they're easy. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They're seductive. You don't need much work.
No. That's where your mental power comes in.
Yeah. That willpower.
It's focus.
Yeah, it's just a combination of so many things, and above all, it's just discipline. Just to know that.
Above all is consistency. If you can consistently do a little bit of good every day, you're gonna have results.
Yeah.
But consistently, you can't go 10 days. You got to go 40 days. Do it.
Yeah.
Consistently make good choices for 40 days. You're going to have huge results. But
okay. I'm switching to water. I'm switching to water.
Yeah, he poured his beer in there.
That's pretty good. Now that brings you from gaining to not gaining.
So wait, just to get back to that morning routine, you guys, are you guys like a pajama guys? Like you wear the whole thing, the whole outfit?
Or like,
no.
You sleep with pants?
Sweatpants, t-shirt.
Oh, man, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. I need to feel the sheets on my legs.
I don't like sheets. I hate bed sheets. Even in the winter, I don't want to know nothing about bed sheets.
Sorry, I'm laughing, man. That was
a little weird.
That was a little weird. No, but I need to feel it. Like I don't know why. I don't know what it is.
Sheets made of? Are they made of velvet or?
Yeah, the velvet. I need to
cashmere.
The soft fabric on my leg.
Is this after you shave your legs?
Yeah, after I wax
4,000 thread cotton.
I just need to because
all right, it's fine. We're not saying it.
No, I just can't. You know, like the friction between the sheets and the pants. I can't sleep comfortably. I can't.
We're talking about friction.
What cream do you use for your legs, George?
No, I don't use that. I use cream for my face. Though. Get rid of those. So for me, it's shorts and t-shirt. How do you sleep with?
Sometimes it's shorts. But, whatever. Sweatpants. I have the AC. I don't like any sheets on me, even in the winter. I don't want anything. So if I take a blanket, I swear, because I'm wearing sweatpants, I just cover one shoulder and I hold it here like this. I sleep on my side. That's all I hold. One corner. That's it. Over my shoulder on an ankle.
Thing I've heard, man. No, I need to be well wrapped, man. Like I need it. You know?
How many times I'll pass out on a bed that's still made, just right on top of it.
So weird, man. Chris, you're an underwear guy. I know that you're probably sleeping just underwear, no shorts, nothing.
Yeah, underwear.
So, like in the morning when you get up, your kids see you with your underwear, because that's what the George sent us a message. He's like, "Man, do you guys change in front of your kids? How old? What
I
age?"
sleep with my underwear. I walk a lot. I walk around my house a lot in my underwear.
Yeah, we established that.
I never change in front of my kids. But
wait. You never change in front of your kids. You're walking around in your underwear. So what do you mean?
They don't see his package hanging loose.
Okay.
Sometimes when I run from my bedroom to the bathroom, I'll take a sock and hide the front, and it's okay if they see a little butt, a little ass is fine. That's fine.
It's like the chili peppers
for seconds. Yeah, remember that. Yeah. So a little bit of butt for seconds, nothing else ever.
I have never changed, because when George sent us the message about changing in front of the kids, I'm like, "What's the big deal, man? Take off your pants, put a shorts or whatever." So you meant like
nudity, man.
You meant nudity in front of your kids.
Well, I mean, look, Chris in his boxer briefs is not as bad as I'd say, like a parent in a thong.
No, I wouldn't wear that. No.
You know what I mean? No, not you, but there's other parents, there's other gender, right?
Yeah, of course.
Or someone wearing a tight bra with some serious.
I didn't even believe in showering with my kid. Like, I didn't believe in that.
No, me neither.
I did it once when he was 1, because we were on vacation and he was refusing to use the. We didn't want to put him in the hotel's bathtub.
Yeah.
So I held him while we washed him, and I was in there too.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
There's a lot of people that are very comfortable with nudity, man. I was in our house. We respected that. Yeah, there was the occasional sighting where somebody's in the bathroom and the door is not really closed. Like not 100% closed.
Never.
And it was accidental.
Exactly. And then it'll be okay. The door will close, but there was privacy. There was doors. Like you go do your things behind closed doors.
There was boundaries.
Yeah. Well defined.
Yeah, exactly. There was no question about it.
Yeah.
Because I was having this talk about this subject with a friend of mine, and I was getting pretty agitated. I never had that conversation with anybody before.
No, but what was
I have strong feelings about it.
He changes and he's like doing it in front of his kid.
Well, he has.
Yeah.
He has. I'm not going to go into detail about it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. What? Yeah. We just want to understand the context.
Yeah. Well, there's even moments where you have a teenager pulling down the mom's pants and she's in her underwear, as a joke.
What? No. That is so foreign to me.
I can't imagine a world where I grew up seeing my mom in her underwear ever.
No way.
That would never happen.
She's getting surgery. I don't want to know.
No.
Anyway, so at your friend's house, this is like daily occurrence, basically.
It's a prank they do, or the husband will do it to the mother in front of the kid as a laugh, or vice versa. Where the husband will be showering and there's a room with no curtain, and I just go use the bathroom. I'm like, no, man,
no way, man.
Not while I'm watching my junk, I'm slotting and no, man. You don't open the door and just go piss while I'm doing that.
Yeah, no, man. No, I think we're all on the same page on this one, man.
Apparently, a lot of people out there don't feel the same. I'm going to tell you about a relative of mine.
There's a reason we're clothed, and we've been clothed for thousands of years. There's reasons for this. It's not like, hey, let's just decide this. It wasn't just something we decided to do because we didn't know what else to do. There's specific reasons for this.
Look, there's a lot of how I feel is because of the way I was raised.
Yeah,
I remember I had a relative who had a son and a daughter who, at the ages of 7 and 5, we were still taking a bath together.
The kids, wait, the kids taking a bath.
The kids. We're sharing a bath.
Boy and
5
girl.
and 7, boy and girl. 5 and 7, or maybe younger. I don't remember the exact number. It was around that range. And it was a relative that was pretty close to us. And my dad lost his shit. He started blasting him like it's his son. Like losing his shit. Like he couldn't believe his ears. Like I think he had to leave.
I don't think there's an age for it, but any day closer to puberty is, you're.
Now this was 2 kids. If it was in my house, adults was another level. Like we went to take a shower, you brought clothes with you.
You
put clothes on, and then you left the bathroom.
You came out of that bathroom fully clothed, man.
Fully clothed.
You could be in pajamas, but you're not coming in there topless. Nothing. There's no towel around the upper body, and just 2 inches below the crotch.
And another thing, this in my family, we would come out like perfectly dry. There's people that I know that come out of the bathroom and they're drenched.
They're dripping.
They're dripping. They're walking down.
And they have the towel. They have the towel wrapped
they have the towel. But
what are you doing? Why don't you dry yourself?
Yeah. I never got that either. I don't understand that.
I'm assuming your wives feel the same way.
Yeah. We're on the same page with this.
Yeah.
Now, do you ever find yourself because of time restraint and convenience? Just you take a chance. You didn't take the extra step of closing the door, making sure they're not around, and you'll just go for it, and then they accidentally walk in.
No.
Yeah, that can happen. But look, it's different between me and my wife. It's different. Like obviously, it's
not you and your wife. Your kids seeing you.
No, that's
what I mean.
Yeah. Just like I said, like sometimes when I rush into the bathroom, a little bit of butt. That's it. A little bit. I
guess in my head, I think that if it's like a son walking on his father, I feel there's less to worry about. I guess if it was 2 different genders, a daughter walking on her dad, or a son.
That's
a
interesting.
son walking on their mom, I think would have a more profound impact. Right?
Yeah, it's all relative. It's all relative to the people. Like I would never let Maria watch Gerasimov shower.
Exactly. But if she accidentally sees her mom in mom underwear, that's bad.
That's not so bad. Yeah. Of course, it's relative, man.
But if she sees dad washing himself in the shower, and never. It should never happen, man. People think it's funny. Yeah, it's okay. It's not okay, man.
No, it's not okay. It's not okay.
It's so uncomfortable. A couple times, Emma has kind of opened the door while I was on the toilet, But it's just me sitting. My pants are down, but she doesn't see anything. I'm like, what are you doing? We don't walk in when someone's in the bathroom. Oh, okay, close the door and left.
George,
it never happened while I was showering, though.
No, sorry to interrupt. Do you pee girly style?
If I pee girly style, I know you do.
No, sometimes, not all the time.
No, I don't. No,
I have my moments.
Yeah,
especially when I don't feel like washing my hands. Right. You drop, you finish, you wiggle, you get up, and you walk away, bro.
Oh man!
No, you don't touch anything. You don't touch anything.
I know, but it's the idea that you went without washing, man.
Why would I wash my hands for?
What do you mean? Well, I don't know.
I won't even close the door. I don't need to use the door now.
Well, I don't wash my hands when I'm clean. Why would I dirty it? Why would I dirty it? You need to wash your hands before when it's clean, not after.
You might have to edit this episode.
No, we're not gonna edit. Relax. I don't know. Like, how do you wiggle sitting down though?
I don't know. I don't know why he does that. I don't know. That's only George.
Shake the pelvis.
Shake. You lift slightly off and you shake.
Aren't you worried that your dick might touch the inside of the toilet bowl?
I bought the biggest bowl. It's so deep. I have the biggest. You've been to my house, Chris. You sit like you're on a chair.
It's like a throne. It's like a lazy boy.
It's the biggest size before the handicap.
Oh man.
It might be the same height. It might be the same height. That was my design. I handpicked that one. I sat on 100 bowls before I picked one.
Is that disgusting? How many times have you been to someone's house and that toilet seat is really, really tight? Like you're like, shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't touch anything, especially if
and your ball sack hits the top of the water.
It's almost like a tickle. It almost feels good. It's disgusting, but it feels good at the same time, right?
There's a soothing feeling.
There's something good about it, but you know it's good.
Terrible.
This is how scatology starts.
That is true.
That's how it starts.
But back to the subject, man, that we were talking about. Apparently, there's a lot of people that feel the way my buddy feels, man. And he's had this conversation with others, and they were exactly like him on the subject. It was like, no big deal.
It's fine.
I don't know.
I've seen my mom without a bra many times.
Oh, man, no.
No, but you know what it is? It's like it's nothing bad. It's just these people are gonna be a little. They won't respect privacy the way we would.
That's it.
You know what I mean? Later on, privacy won't be an issue for them. It's going to be something that they won't respect.
But you might end up infringing on another person's privacy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because of how you feel about your own.
Or doing a really bad prank that nobody's going to appreciate.
Yep.
Because you're too comfortable around that, and other people are not.
I mean, I've always been paranoid on the subject. I guess because of my folks and my background. So whenever you read something about some psychotic person, and there's always something that's present there that leads back to like if there was ever something about the parents and nudity during their upbringing, it surfaces during their crazy times. You know, when they're on their crime spree. Something related to that comes to the surface, and I'm thinking, I know it doesn't drive you to that, but if you look at everybody closely, if they have that kind of exposure, it's going to surface it. If you evaluate somebody's psychology,
no doubt. I don't know if there's basis to that, but I think it's possible.
This is my paranoia, and I'm assuming.
Yeah, of course.
Just adds to my paranoia about the.
No, but I'm with you, man. This is privacy is privacy. Your private parts are private.
I'm such a private person, man.
Yeah. It's you know.
There's even times I want privacy from my wife. You know, when I'm drying myself out of the shower, you gotta be a little funky about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, with my wife, I don't really care that much. I think she's come in while I'm showering, or that.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever been an issue. I've never felt uncomfortable showering and my wife coming into the bathroom. Like honestly, I really don't care about that.
Okay, how would you feel if you're naked and you're bent over drying your feet and your face your wife walks in facing your bent over ass?
It's okay, man. It's not like we haven't seen each other naked before.
No, I understand. I'm just asking, would that make you more uncomfortable?
No, it wouldn't at all. And I don't think it would make her uncomfortable.
I'm just taking a survey.
And I don't think it would make her uncomfortable. Taking a survey, yeah. I don't think. We're not uncomfortable because I guess it's us, right? But the kids walking in is. But I'm trying to think now that what you said about the gender thing, right? About your daughter walking into your wife, or your son walking in on you. Impact. Very different. I'm trying to think if ever the girls have walked in to my wife. I can't really think. But maybe I'm assuming she'd be okay with it to some degree. I'm not sure, but Yeah, no, I think past an age where they can understand, or actually when they can remember. Exactly. When they can remember, you got to put an end to it, man. You got to. We've all seen those cute pictures when they're kids and you're in the bathtub with them and there's foam everywhere. And, you're with like 2-3 kids and, all your siblings, or cousins, and they're all playing, blah, blah, blah. But they're like young kids, like they're like 2-3 years old, whatever. Like when you're 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, man, you can't get in a bathtub together. Like that's done. It's over. You're done.
Just like you shouldn't be breastfeeding a 13-year-old kid.
Yeah, that happens.
I heard of people doing it in kindergarten or as far as grade 1.
Oh yeah, 7 years old, 8 years old. You hear cases 9 years old.
I know someone who was breastfed until he was 5, and that for me is like what, But now kindergarten, 8, 9, what?
No,
I heard a story about somebody who was in class with another person I know, and the mom would come at lunch to breastfeed.
Come on, man.
No, man. You serious?
I wish I was joking.
Look, this is not to shame all the moms that are proud of breastfeeding, and I think we're all for it. Our wives all breastfed our kids, but at some point, man, it's like you got to put an end to it. Like
other 6-year-old kids, other 5, 6-year-old kids are seeing this. They think it's strange. It's not good for the kid.
Forget about that. If the kid itself will have memories like of him breastfeeding like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm off.
We're assuming, but I mean, that's the kind of thing I would think.
Yeah. Guys, I'm just going to change my battery.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll be back.
Mm-hmm. iPhone.
Yeah, no, that...
that's why I wanted to bring it up today, because I wanted to see where you guys stood. Honestly, I was a little shocked, man. I was shocked at this. How is this normal? No. What's next? My mother-in-law's over. I'm gonna take a shower and come out, run to my bedroom naked because I don't want to bring my towel with me, and hope that she doesn't catch it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, where's Chris?
Chris is he's working on it.
George.
Yeah.
No, the other George. Did I hear you say iPhone while I was leaving?
Yeah.
Did you say iPhone?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did, because you have to change phones.
Well, yeah, man, my battery was like at 30%.
Sorry, because of your earphones, you couldn't charge it.
Yeah. That's a mistake.
That's called the design flaw.
Well, it can. No, it's not even a mistake. It can be. There's too many people. There's too many brilliant people to have missed that.
No.
I think it's to make you buy.
Yeah. You have to get the accessories.
You got to get the accessories. Yeah.
Oh, you have to buy a splitter.
Yeah. They sell.
Well, they can sell you the wireless after and all the chargers, and there's a whole
industry. You can go wireless. That's true.
Yeah.
Chris, with your mother-in-law, have you ran out of the shower naked?
No, man.
Towel? Just towel and run to the...
Well, look, we've been to Cuba together, so bathing suits is where it ends.
And even there, it must have been a little uncomfortable.
And even there, you never look directly ever to anything.
Yeah.
Wait. Your mother-in-law being in a bathing suit is uncomfortable?
No, I'm just saying you don't look directly.
You don't make them uncomfortable by thinking that you might be looking.
Wait, hold on, because I may have an issue with this. What's wrong with your mother-in-law being in a bathing suit?
There's nothing wrong. It's just that, it's
inappropriate. You have to look at them. They might feel uncomfortable.
I don't have an issue. It's a bathing suit. Why is that an issue?
Well, let's say you turn around you just turn around for some reason.
Yeah.
And then somehow your eye level is at the level of the nipple. Well, you don't want to be there for more than a second, because then everything is weird. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, even a second might be long.
Even the second is long. Even the second is long.
Yeah, it's or
you know what I mean? It's like you got to be careful where your eyes go, where your eyes fixate.
Yeah. I can't imagine any situation where I'd be that close to that body.
Well, where you're in Cuba and everybody's lying together, man, you have like the chairs, right?
What do you mean lying together, man? You're not lying on top of each other. You're
lying in a row.
You're lying in a row on a beach chair.
Okay.
And the separation from one beach chair to the other is maybe a foot.
Okay.
Well, that's close.
Yeah, but it's like, they're wearing bathing suits. Like, what would be uncomfortable is that you go to the beach and then your mother-in-law takes off her top. You know what I mean? That would be strange. That would be like, what?
Shit like that only happens in Greece. It's only in Greece that the shit that happens.
Like even if it's the back that's exposed, right? Like, I don't want a tan line, so let me just lie down. That would make me uncomfortable. That would make me just go to the pool. I'm like, forget it.
I've been in Greece. I've been in Greece when I was younger, and I went to a nudist beach in Santorini.
Yes.
With my wife, and it was. I can't say it was comfortable. I did it because I just wanted to do it once.
Yeah.
There were many people around me, very, very comfortable, and I just couldn't get at 100%.
Yeah.
Like I think I got to like maximum 75%.
You went that high?
Yeah. Like I got comfortable to the point. Well, after every minute that passes, you get more comfortable, right?
Yeah.
But I never got to that 100%. And then I never got the urge to say, look, I got to go back to that. Like, you know.
Were you always looking around to see?
At the beginning, you're like, what the hell, man? What is this? What does this mean? You know? But then you got comfortable.
For me,
but never 100%. Not for me. There were other people that were too comfortable.
I'm uncomfortable with that. I remember one year, I think it was in 2008 or 9. I can't remember. We went to Cuba with the guys, with Jimmy and Peter. And when we came back, I think a day after, one of Jimmy's friends had a boat. So he's like, come, we'll go boating, on St. Lawrence. And I didn't even know we had beaches here, by the way. So
they were closed since the 50s because of contamination. So they're opening them up now.
So we leave with a boat and we drive off. I don't even remember where we went. It was a nudist beach.
There's nudist beaches in Montreal?
Yeah. I don't know if it was in Montreal or some other coast, Laval. I don't even know. I have no idea where we were. There was
like, what, 6 people?
No, man, it was packed. And as we're approaching the beach, I'm looking and it was just 100% discomfort. I go to the guy, look, man, I can't do it. I don't know.
George,
I cannot
George. Let's go.
Were you undressed also?
No, man. We were on the boat. We're driving towards the beach, and as we're driving to the beach, I'm thinking, why the hell are we here? Like clearly, I'm not getting undressed. Like this is uncomfortable. And I'm looking at the people, and when. Like in your imagination, you're thinking of a nudist beach and everyone is hot and the girls are hot and the guys are all chiseled and you're like, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun atmosphere. It is not the case, man.
It's not like Baywatch. It's not like Baywatch.
Kudos to all those people that have the courage to remove the bathing suits. Good for them. They feel comfortable with their bodies and good for them. Props.
George, it's more Hasselhoff. It's more Hasselhoff, less Pamela Anderson. That's what happens. Nude beaches.
I'd be okay with Hasselhoff, bro. I gotta be honest.
Bro, the averages of society are represented there.
We stayed not even like it was like not even 5 minutes. We're like, guys, turn this shit around. Let's get out of here.
You guys want to record our next episode there?
On the beach?
We'll interview
and we just go into.
We have
keep our. We'll do this in front of your kids.
Yeah, we have.
We're gonna ask them. Are you nudist in front of your kids?
Of course, if they're nude in front of other strangers, you don't think they're going to be nude in front of their own kids. Of course, these are the types of people that you're talking about, that they have zero privacy. Like there is no privacy. Like
no shame.
Yeah, I'm not going to bed.
Yeah. Like they're on the nudist beach with their kids.
Yeah. That's just crazy, man. Like I said, I did it once. I lived the experience, but I'm not comfortable doing it again. Will I be comfortable going and interviewing people? I would.
No, I can't.
Just to get their feedback, just to see how do you feel?
But
how do you think?
Where do you look?
I explained that before, George. You don't look. You never look directly.
Yeah, but you have peripheral vision. Like you're
no. You go like this. You're like, okay, so how does it feel? And you just look around. You just look in the horizon.
It's always safest to look up.
You look up with this.
Look at their hair. Look at everybody's hair.
You're looking far in the horizon. Yeah. That's what you do.
Because at some point, like your peripheral vision is gonna catch something. You know what I mean?
Like, you don't tell anybody who has their arms down, "Hey, nice watch."
And there's a lot of people like that, man. Greece was like that in the 80s, in the 70s too.
Yeah, but Greece has the other interesting thing where there's nude people on non-nudist beaches, like on a regular beach. You have people.
Yeah, that's right.
People are topless, not nudists.
Yeah, topless.
Yeah, topless. Whatever. It's still nudity. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I know, but nudist is another level, man.
Yeah, it's next level. But still, I mean, you have a kid, you go to the beach, and there's people like obviously women at this point, because I mean, guys, they're already topless, but women walking around topless. Like it's strange, no?
No, I think it's nice. Honestly, I think it's nice. I think complete nude is uncomfortable. It's a problem.
Yeah.
But a couple of breasts here and there, it's nice.
It ain't ugly.
It ain't ugly. Yeah, it depends. Well, it depends.
Okay, so let's say this. You go to one of those beaches and your wife goes around topless. Does it make you uncomfortable?
Like my wife would never do that.
Yeah, but we're talking about hypothetically. Of course, I know I would never do that.
Hypothetically, yeah, I think I'd be okay with that.
Really? Like, think about it.
Kids are there.
You're on the beach.
No. If my kids are there, no.
Okay. So no kids with just your wife.
Just my wife. Yeah.
Just your wife and 1,000 strangers. Nobody you could ever see again in life.
I don't think that would. But yeah, I've done that.
Bro, you don't want me and George to see her topless.
Not with kids. Right?
Yeah.
You don't want me and George to see her topless.
No, exactly. There's got to be the stranger factor in there.
Yeah, exactly.
There's got to be the person I'll ever see in my life again factor as well. Yeah, of course.
And then
guys, everything is relative, man. It's not a simple yes or no on this one. It's like it depends on the circumstances.
But you know what happens in these circumstances, right? Where you least expect to see anyone that's where you're going to run into them. So you're on this remote beach with your wife. She's like, oh, what? No kids around. I'll take off my top. Are you okay with it? Yeah, I'm okay with it. Sure, no problem. Let's go. And then like 5 minutes later, you hear from a distance, Chris, Alex. You turn around at somebody of yours from Montreal.
He's waving his hand and his cock's going like this. He's waving his hand and his cock's going like this.
Your grade 1 teacher. Your grade 1 teacher says hi. I think I knew. Yeah. Your grade 1 teacher from Socrate.
One of your wife's colleagues.
Oh man!
Like the.
Imagine it was an old Greek teacher. That's hilarious.
An old Greek teacher. Yeah, Socrates.
That's so fucking funny. That context is terrible.
Oh man.
Yeah,
but it is. We were talking about this. Like, there's hedonism, right? There's people like the hedonists. What they do. No. I mean the people that go to the beaches and the drugs and the drinking, and it's just like feeling good. Like life is about just feeling good all the time. Like Ibiza, Minorca, like all these islands are full of people like that, right?
It's all about the moment.
It's all about feeling euphoric and good, and that's it. Like life is just about that kind of feeling. You're constantly chasing that high, right?
Yeah.
And you know what? There's people that have lifestyles like that.
Yeah.
But
it's a different level of.
It all works as long as you're beautiful. Once you're no longer beautiful.
Yeah, but yeah.
Like you find yourself to be very, very lonely.
You know what even got me uncomfortable? And then after a while, I'm like, okay, this is what you're expecting. The first time we went to Mykonos, and
Mykonos is a good one.
We went to the party beach, and obviously you've heard things about Mykonos. It's the gay capital of Europe, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But then you arrive on that beach, and you have male dancers on top of the bar with like a little thong bikini, and it's like an elephant trunk.
Does it have ears too? Like
That's the funniest thing. So at first I'm like, oh my God, this is horrible. But then you get used to it, and then every time you go to Mykonos, you're like, yeah, let's go to back to that beach. You're
talking about Super Paradise.
Yeah.
Super Paradise,
Paradise is it? I can't remember what
you want to find something that's going to shock you for the last time.
But it's it's paradise. So and then after a while you just get used to it. You're like, it's fun. You know what I mean? You're actually taking pictures with these guys after. You know what I mean? But initially, my first time there, I was like, okay, this is very strange to me, man. It's like you have an elephant trunk for a bathing suit. That's all it is. The rest is just a string.
My first sighting when I went to Mykonos, we landed from the plane. We left our stuff at the hotel and went to the beach. There was a guy with a really, really tight red bathing suit with little diamonds. It said Tom in little diamonds.
What does it say?
Tom. His name was Tom.
His name. Yeah.
In the back, a cowboy hat, and he was sitting over a naked guy, and was just lathering them up with.
That's the best.
Yeah, that was the first thing I saw.
I love that island.
Yeah, but you look. I'm not gonna go to Mykonos with my kids. I'm gonna go to Kefalonia with my kids.
Yeah.
But Mykonos is fun. You go there, it's like that's what you're expected to see. That's what you see. Nothing surprises you.
So if you're looking for the fun,
I'm gonna throw you all a curveball right now. So in 2016, we went to Greece. It was me, my wife. Emma was 2 years old. So obviously, I think she was not even 2 years old. She was 18 months or something like that, whatever. And my in-laws. Obviously, they took advantage of the fact that we were going to Greece. Why not travel? So they came for, I think, 2 weeks or maybe a bit less than 2 weeks. So we went around, we did the Santorini, we did the tour of Athens, and we went to Mykonos. Because I honestly think that Mykonos is probably the nicest island. I love Mykonos.
Wait, sorry, George, man, I was distracted. Did you say you went to Mykonos with your wife, your kids, and your in-laws?
Yeah.
Let me just repeat that. You went to Mykonos with your wife, kids, and your in-laws.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm going to throw you guys a curveball. So, because I love the island. Mykonos is beautiful. It has nice beaches, and in my head, I'm like, the whole time I'm thinking, do I go to that beach? Do I bring him to that beach? So like we prepared them. I go to them, listen, Mykonos is the gay capital of Europe. You got to understand, so they're Colombian. They're, they've seen things in Colombia as well. There's
Before he finishes that sentence, Alberto's naked. Like, yeah, let's do it.
He's like, I'm finally free.
So we go to Mykonos, we go around, and again, I love that island, right? So I go to my wife. Do we go to paradise? I mean, it's your call. It's your parents. You know what I mean? If we go there, we got to sit them down and warn them about what they're about to see, what they're about to experience. She's like, you know what? I don't care. It's fine. Whatever. They know we're going to Mykonos. They know what Mykonos is all about. And we'll just go to the party beach. We don't have to stay there all day, whatever. So I'm like, okay, look, they're your parents, whatever, So we go to paradise, and surprisingly, they were okay with it. They were like fine.
Yeah, they're more modern, man. Oh, imagine you went to Greece with Joanna and your parents.
Oh, impossible.
You know what I mean?
No way. First of all, my parents wouldn't travel to the islands. Knowing my parents, they'd stay in the village, or they would stay in Athens. Not even Athens. They'd probably just go to the village.
They go catch up with old friends.
Yeah, I mean, they wouldn't do the travel. They wouldn't do the island hopping.
Like my parents would comment constantly, but they would comment like by being discreet. Like, kita, tinidas of tina. It would be things like this. Kita, halya, popo, halya.
Without a translator, it's all politically correct.
No, but exactly. The whole outing would be about commenting about this stuff. You know what I mean? Like they wouldn't stop. And then the next day would be like, pobre tita,
it would last the whole trip.
The whole trip. Yeah, no, man.
Oh,
you bring your parents to Greece, like an island like Kefalonia, tavernes, Psaro tavernes, like they're different places. It's not. You don't bring them to a nudist beach, man. They're just not built for that.
Yeah, it's more for the younger people.
Hello.
It's more for the younger crowd.
Yeah. Whether you like in your late teens,
between 18 and 40.
It's perfect. Yeah. It's okay. Even 40. Some people are too old for that 40.
Some people are not too old for that 50 either. So just
relative. It's all relative. Yeah. It depends. Okay, so George is taking a break. Where is he?
I don't know. I guess he has to take a dump. He didn't take one in the morning like I told him
to. You see, you wouldn't have this problem if you went in the morning.
Yeah, exactly.
You wouldn't have this problem right now. Let's when he comes back, we got to explain that to him. That's the first you got to tell him.
We got to reprogram him. We have the adult nudity around children when. It doesn't even have to go to nudity, just inappropriate. Like I said, wearing skimpy underwear, anything that's a little bit on the lingerie side, no, absolutely not. Like, the kid need to see his mom's in the push-up bra when she takes off her top. The full picture. It should make everybody uncomfortable.
Yeah. I know there's people that are not uncomfortable. But look, that's one thing we all agree on this one.
Yeah.
George
is right.
Yeah.
George, let Panusi explain something to you.
Go ahead.
Hey, if you took the morning dump the way I suggest, you wouldn't stop in the middle of a podcast to go take a freaking dump.
It was a piss.
It was like a 9-minute piss. Huh?
Yeah, it was long. It's basically all the water that we've drank since we started.
Cheers.
Yeah, because people don't know, before we actually started recording, we were on this for an hour just chit-chatting about everything else. So it's been a lot of water drinking, So yeah, I brought my in-laws to Mykonos.
All right, good for you, man. What's next, Ibiza? Huh?
You know what? Look, I was actually happily surprised to see how well they took it. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, and if people haven't traveled to Mykonos, you should know one thing.
You know what the best part of that story is? They didn't ruin it for you.
No, but I don't think it ruined it for them as a trip either. You understand?
No, whatever. That would have ruined it for you as well.
Not really, because if they're not comfortable, I don't care. It doesn't affect me. I'm happy where I am. I really don't care.
No, but you don't know. No, but George, you don't know what kind of conversation they had later with Joanna.
No, I don't think so.
Why did he do that? Don't ever do that again.
No. We told them we're going to an island. It's the gay capital, but it's fine. That's what I love about Mykonos is that
it's not only gay capital. It's excess capital. It's drug capital. It's alcohol. It's everything.
No, but honestly, in addition to all, like if you put all of that aside, if you just forget about what. It's a beautiful island with a beautiful island life. It has a great nightlife. There's stuff to do for everybody. You know what I mean? If you're into the party thing, you can do it. If you want to relax, there's beaches where you can go and spend the whole day without having, that party music banging in the background.
George, I'm sure you know, but you know how many islands Greece has?
Of course.
You know how many options there are without the nudity, without that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. No, but I'm just saying that one for an island that includes pretty much everything that you can possibly want to do, it's the best place to be. Like I love Mykonos, man. I love it not because of the partying, because we're not party animals. I don't party. We don't party anymore. You know what I mean? I just like the whole atmosphere, everything. Including the people that are drugged up. Including the people.
I remember Mykonos during the day was just dead.
No, that's because you were sleeping. You didn't see it. But
no. I'd be out. Like there's days where it's like from like 11 to like 4, like 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Mykonos, just nothing's happening.
But that's why
that's all of Greece. Everybody's taking a nap because it's
they're taking a nap. You're right. Yeah.
But specifically on that island, when you're done clubbing at 7 a.m, obviously at 11 you're sleeping, right?
Yeah. So, 9.
Yeah, whatever. So
9 a.m.
But that's why it's the best to actually go around at that time. Because everything
You're right. You know what? Everyone has to experience Mykonos once, but you got to do it when you're young.
Well, even if you're older, you can choose the area. Obviously, the downtown, the downtown area of that island is for me the best. Like that's where you got to be.
Like maybe I'll suggest it to my parents and my in-laws. Just like that, just see their reactions.
Because they're at this age right now where they don't have to worry about their kids seeing these things or whatever. I honestly, I think they would probably enjoy it. You know what I mean? They have amazing beaches, man. That island has amazing beaches. Like forget about paradise, and it has a great night, like great restaurant, great food. Obviously, it's an all around great island to be at.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
But again, my in-laws weren't shocked, and I don't know if I've told you the story. When we went to Colombia for our honeymoon in 2012, because we were going, to see their family, my in-laws were there as well. So the first week, I think we spent it going around the family with my in-laws.
Wait! Stop! You brought your wife and kids and in-laws to Mykonos, and you went on your honeymoon with your in-laws.
Well, we went to see their family. So for them, like, oh, come, we'll be there too. We'll introduce everybody. But I didn't spend my honeymoon with my in-laws. They were there for like the first week. And then after that, we left. We're on our own.
For most people, the first week is the whole honeymoon.
No, we went there, but I knew that the first week we're just going around seeing family and, discovering, whatever Colombia had.
So your honeymoon was after that?
The real honeymoon was after. So that first, I think, day or the second day, I can't remember. We're going around. It's like the equivalent of Mount Royal in Montreal. They have this huge mountain with a viewpoint, and you can see all of Bogotà. And I don't know what happened. There was crazy traffic, so we hopped into a taxi to bring us there. And the taxi went through this area where it's honestly, like 3 or 4 block radius, it's all the prostitutes. It's all the whorehouses, and they're on the sidewalks. They're from the windows. It's horrible. And they're thinking, look, this is the fastest way. We'll just drive right through. We get stuck in this traffic jam in the middle of one of those streets, right? Like for a good 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So you had all these prostitutes coming to the car with their tits out through the windows. My mother-in-law, the poor lady, turned red. She's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." And me, I'm like, "What do you want me to tell her? Don't worry, I've seen this shit before. We have prostitutes in Montreal, Don't worry." But it was just so uncomfortable for them, So we went
George, it looks like you're doing something, George. What are you doing, man?
Who?
Taking notes.
Taking notes. 2012, Colombia.
It looks like you were playing Pac-Man.
No. This is Pac-Man.
Oh yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I'm happy that they lived through that. It's an experience, man. Why not? You're in Greece. How many times are you like for them? I'm seeing it from their perspective, right? How often is it going to happen for them to be in Greece? Why not just go experience it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
But it would be a funny.
Well, if they have the capacity, they're modern, man. Why not? It's good.
Yeah. Like,
what kind of a spirit do they have?
Yeah, they're very open-minded, and they're I don't think they cared much. You know what I mean? And
if they enjoyed the scenery and the food and all that other good stuff that came with it, why wouldn't you enjoy the music?
No, they had a lot of fun, and I'm happy we got.
As long as you keep looking at everybody's hair, you don't see the lips.
We didn't go to any beaches, man. So it was just a crazy.
Next year, man. Next year, that's the goal.
Only if you bring your in-laws and your parents. And I have to experience that. I need to see them.
Man!
How many trips have you had with your in-laws? How many? How many trips have you had with your in-laws?
All the time, man. We go places, but like to travel, like to actually fly to go to a trip.
Yeah,
no, we went to Colombia in 2012, and we went to Greece in 2016. But I mean, everything we do, like we've been to Tremblant, like all these outings we do. My wife, she always calls them. I mean, she's very close to her parents. Yeah. Cool. But the next trip, it was tiring though. That trip in 2016, man, it was tiring because it's like
you went for 30 days and you spent 22 on a boat, a bus, a car, a plane, another boat.
It's not so much my in-laws. I didn't really mind showing them around. It was really, really exciting for them, and they were really enthused with the whole thing. And they only stayed about a week, I think, a little over a week, maybe 10 days, and then they left. But after that, I don't know what happened, man. It was like my wife, she's like, okay, let's go to this island, that island. We did so much island hopping and so much traveling around. And thank God, Emma, it was such a good baby at that time, man. She was so good. We didn't have any issues with the traveling, the boats, all that. Like we had zero issues. It's just that it was tiring, man.
No kidding.
Tiring.
You traveled so much. How many did you go? 3 weeks?
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Or 4?
No, I'm not sure. I think it was less than a month, a bit less than a month, or let's say a month, whatever, So
you traveled to so many places in
my God,
month.
Guys, I'm not gonna go through the list.
No,
we were all over the place.
It's crazy.
And I told my wife, I go, look, next time we pick one location and we just relax. We have a vacation. You know what I mean? Like we travel to 50 different islands. Like we're 20.
Did you go to Chania, George?
Who, me?
No, you went to Chania, George. The other George, Panuse.
No.
You didn't go to Chania. You stayed in Kefalonia.
We ended up going to Kefalonia because we had the company there.
Chania is beautiful. Yeah. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's my next stop.
I would vacation. I would travel to Greece and stay, 2-3 weeks in Crete. I would do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you go one base and you visit places and come back.
It's a big island, man. Like you need like minimum at least a week in Crete, like to go. Like there's so many beaches, so many.
Yeah. People have sold me Crete.
Yeah. And then
people have sold me Crete.
And then there's a southern coast of Crete that is apparently beautiful as well. It's not only the north.
I would do a whole 3 weeks there.
It's well, yeah. I don't know if it's going to become too tiring, but.
No way, man.
At least a week you need. Like, every other island you go and you need maybe 3 days max, you've seen it. You go around, you do a couple beaches a day.
I'm not doing that with two boys.
After 2-3 days, you're fine. You can.
I'm not doing that with 2 crazy little boys.
Yeah.
One place, 15, 20 days, beach, this, beach, there, beach, food, and go back home. You indulge, you enjoy, you leave.
You can do what my friend Jimmy did last time he went to Greece. They went to Mykonos and they didn't do the whole, one beach. You know how when we were younger, we're like one beach every day or a couple beaches a day, and then we would kind of rotate. We have to do them all. They just went, they rented a hotel that was on one of the beaches and they just stayed there. That's it. And they weren't even in the middle. They weren't even downtown.
Yeah, resort style.
And you know what I mean? And you're at the same beach every day and it's relaxing and that's it, man.
Yeah.
Because you, Chris, you've milked Cuba though with your in-laws.
I'm done. That was it.
Because it's just the concept of,
that chapter of that book is read and forgotten. It's done. Actually, never mind that book is closed.
Yeah, man. At some point, you got to discover other places as well, man.
Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes it's just about the being away, not really about the destination.
Have you traveled with your George? No. Would you want to?
Babysitter on hand?
Yeah. No, but we're not talking about like a little trip like down to Maine or whatever, like where you can drive.
All inclusive, it would be wonderful.
Eh?
Would you bring them to,
would be wonderful.
George, would you bring them to Greece and translate for 3 weeks?
Oh man, you're never gonna let me live that one down, man.
No, it was the funniest thing I've heard, man.
But it was just the most honest thing anybody would have said.
And it's like they can ask you, "Let's go to Greece together." You can say no because I'm not going to sit there and translate for 3 weeks. Yeah?
Hold on, it's
a legitimate
in my defense, when I gave that answer, I said, "This is my first." I started off by saying, "This is my first trip to Greece. I'm not spending 3 weeks translating."
For anyone that's listening, this is before George was married. This is before there was
I went there for personal reasons only. I had to get something out.
Yeah, this is when he was still dating Cynthia, and he took a trip to Greece by himself, and that was the reason, because it's my first trip, and I don't feel like trying.
It wasn't dating Cynthia.
No,
it was married.
I had a lot. No, I wasn't married.
No, man.
We weren't even engaged.
No, you can't even do that, man. Come on, you cannot travel without your wife.
Can I speak? No, but I was staying at a lot of families' houses for like 6-7 days. We're talking about village.
Yeah.
So I was seeing people I hadn't ever met in my life, and I'm staying with them for 5, 6, 7 days at a time. And that's for both families. And I'm spending another 5, 10 days with another American side of the family on an island. So it would have been mostly in a village or with family, and it would be a lot of translate. I don't want to do that. I had my own catching up to do. It had nothing to do with anybody else.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay.
We got over it. You guys have to get over it.
No, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's so well said, man. This is advice for people that are like interracial marriages, right? It's like,
nothing personal.
Nothing personal, man. It's just I will not translate for you for my vacation. It's not what I want to do.
No, it was just that one.
No, it's just amazing.
Just that one.
Yeah. Let me live this by myself the first time.
Let me be selfish about this, and I have every right to be selfish. I'm just not going to translate for your ass. That's it. Like, it's not going to happen.
You know what we're doing this summer?
You sound such a bad person.
At all, man.
You know what we're doing this summer? My wife had an idea, and it's actually a pretty good one. Because obviously, with all the restrictions, you can't go anywhere, and we're thinking of what to do, just fun activities over the summer. And she thought about.
Can I guess?
Yeah, go.
You're gonna build a beach in the back of your house.
In the back of my house. Yeah.
You can use the park right next to you.
No. She thought about renting one of those are they pontoons. What are they called? The pontoon, it's like those platform boats.
Pontoon is the one that's floating usually.
Yeah, the floating one. It's like a big platform on two big, cylindrical
tubes. It's like on tubes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're covered on top. It's huge. Like it fits. You can get big ones. Like it can go up to 10, 15, 20 people, whatever.
So it's sitting on tubes that are floating.
Yeah, on tubes. Yeah.
It's
like a catamaran, but not.
Catamaran, but bigger.
Yeah, pontoon, whatever it's called. And you can rent them. You don't need really a permit or anything. They show you how to drive the boat around the river or whatever. And if you guys want, we can rent and just chill. Like a Saturday or whatever. Bring some food.
That is a good idea.
Yeah, it is a good idea.
Is that listed as a public area?
As a what?
No, is that considered a public area, public space? Or is that
we're not more than 10 people. You know,
the 3 families between the 3 of us.
With kids or no kids?
Whatever you want. I don't know. 4 and 4.
Between the 3 families, we're 12.
Whatever. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever. There's so many things.
I think it's a good idea. I think I like it.
It is a good idea.
We'll do it. Yeah.
We can rent 2 of them, put 6 and 6, and be side by side.
Joanna has very good ideas, just very expensive ideas.
It's not that expensive, actually. I'm not sure what the cost.
No, I'm saying generally.
Yeah.
Generally, the ideas are expensive, but this one's a good one.
generally,
your ideas are expensive.
It's pretty fun.
Unless she's at home with a measuring tape, and George doesn't think so.
Oh man, guys.
Yeah, it's like so. So it's like let's say I want to build 100,000 square feet. How much is it going to cost? You know, like love it.
No, but sometimes it comes out of nowhere, like you're sitting and just from the peripheral vision, from the side, you just see her walking off with a tape measure. You're like, gosh, what is she measuring now?
That's another project.
What is she thinking about? You know? Yeah. And then like 10, 15 minutes later, I had an idea. I'm like, I know you did. I saw you leave with a tape measure. I can assume that there's an idea attached to it.
Oh, it's good.
So we can do that, man. We can we take off. I don't know what the time slots are, but man, we can look on a Saturday or Sunday and just chill. You know,
sure.
I've never jumped into the river. I'll be honest with you. The St. Lawrence, I don't know what that's like.
I'm never jumping into the St. Lawrence River. Never. Never.
Even if we drive like a bit further out or whatever.
I was on the St. Lawrence today. It's green. I'm not jumping in there.
Yeah. But we have a beach on the St. Lawrence, George.
You have a beach.
It depends. I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say yes. It depends on.
Yeah, I'm iffy.
It depends. Me too. I'm iffy.
Yeah,
but it's not a no. It's not a definite no.
No, I'll go on the boat. I'm not swimming in there.
Yeah. I'll jump in if one of you guys does it first, and we wait 20 minutes, and if there's no reaction,
if you don't get a rash, I'll go in.
If you don't come out with a arm or something.
Look, on my way home, I come. There's always this spot where you see cars parked. They don't really belong there, and it's always people that are windsurfing. And they come out soaked, so they obviously fell in.
Yeah, but they're wearing wetsuits.
Wetsuits, but I mean their face is covered. Remember, their body's wet. They're soaked. Your hair's still.
I know what you're talking about. That looks fun, man. They're kite surfing. Whatever they're doing.
There's kite surfing, but mostly it's windsurfing.
Yeah.
So you got like a sail.
No, man. There's a lot of people on the river, man. There's it's used a lot. Like there's a lot of people out there.
Because we have like. So you have the shore, and then you have this like reef, sort of. I don't know, like
yeah.
That separates it before the big river, so it's a lot more calm with all the wind. Yeah. It's a lot safer.
All right, so I'll keep you guys posted, man. We'll do that. It'll be fun.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm in.
All right, cool, man. Let's end it on that. Are we finally taking a break for the summer, or no? We're gonna stick to the episodes. What are you guys thinking?
You guys know what I think? I texted it to you earlier.
Silence. We'll see. For anyone listening or watching, there is a possibility that we might take a couple of weeks off in the summer. We'll see how it goes. I mean, the hot weather definitely is tempting. But one episode a week is obviously very manageable. We'll see. We'll keep you guys posted. All right, cool. Let's end it there. Thank obviously everyone that's listening, that's tuning in. Again, reminding you that we have a blog now available on our website, justusdads.ca. Go there, check it out. There's going to be more articles coming up shortly. I don't know exactly the frequency that we're going to be posting, but more valuable content coming on the website in the future. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night, evening. Chris, you can go back to having beers.
It's right here, man.
Feels good.
It does.
You went past your fasting time.
Thank you all for tuning in.
I did.
We'll see you all on the next episode.
All right, guys. Ciao.
Bye.